Josh Brogan here with head coach Herb Brogan of Lumen Christi Titans. Coach, entering your 44th season, coming off of another state championship last year. Your team started 0-3, but went on to win every game from there on out and hoisted a trophy at Ford Field. Just talk about the growing pains and the growth your team had last year.
Well, it was a tough start. It was one that we anticipated was going to be really difficult. The first three teams of the schedule were all regional finalists, semifinalists, state finalists, and we knew they were going to be that good going in. So we were a little bit disappointed that we were 0-3 because we felt we should have won one of those games and could have won all three of them. So everyone was disappointed, but nobody was discouraged because we knew we had played great competition. We knew we'd been in every one of the ball games, and we knew things were going to get a bit easier down the road. And I think, we showed great maturity, great leadership, handling those early disappointments and keeping our focus and really improving the rest of the way.
New conference this year. You leave the I-8 and you join the Catholic League. Talk about the challenges of the Catholic League: distance, size of schools. You got a number of things that you guys got to look to overcome this year. Talk about joining the Catholic League.
Well, the travel is obviously going to be a little bit different going into Detroit a couple of times, but travel is something that we're used to over the years. The coaches certainly know how to handle it. We've been to Ohio. We've been to every corner of the state. So that's not going to present any real difficulties. We've got a difficult schedule within the Catholic League. I think probably in terms of depth particularly, UAD's got almost 700 boys, and Divine Child's got like 800 kids in the school. So there's a lot bigger pool to choose from, and so that's one of the reasons that we've got to stay healthy. But, you go beyond the Catholic League, you've got St. Francis, who everybody knows about. Gaylord's got a linebacker that's committed to Minnesota, and they returned 21 out of 22 starters. Harper Creek was very young last year. So the end of the season is going to be a gauntlet, and we just got to be prepared when we get there.
What does this team need to do to overcome that tough schedule and get back into the playoffs with a chance to go back to Ford Field?
Well, you just have to do all the intangible stuff, and you have to do all the things, the cliche stuff that people talk about every week. We got it against those people. If you start turning the ball over and you make mental mistakes, you're not going to win those ball games. But that's our job, to get them ready and prepare them to do that. And we've had a great off season. The kids have worked really hard. They pay attention. They want to be good, and so we're confident that we're going to put a good product on the field.
Your offense this year, bring back a couple key linemen, you bring back some folks in the backfield, you're going to be new at quarterback. Talk about your expectations for offense this year.
Well, I think we'll probably be a little bit more balanced this year than what we were last year. With Joe back there, you had an extra running back in the backfield, and that really helps you numbers-wise. And we probably will not be able to do quite as much of that this year, but I think we probably are capable of throwing it. We've got some good receivers. Tim's looked good in the off season, throwing the football. So we're confident we're going to be able to put some points on the board.
On the defensive side of the ball, again, 6 returning starters from last year's very tough defense team. Where do you need to make the most growth on defense to bring back a stifling defense again?
Well, I think we've got to develop some depth because we've got a lot of really good players, but we've got kids that are looking at being two-way players, and we need to develop some depth so that we can get away from that a little bit. Secondary should be very strong. We returned just about everybody back there. We're a little bit younger in certain areas, but there's experience there. But I would say developing depth would be the biggest challenge we have right now.
Great. Here with Coach Herb Brogan, excited to get this season started, joining the Catholic League for the first time. They're going to start the year week 1 against Michigan Center. Coach, best of luck this year.
Okay, appreciate it, Josh. Thank you.